Hello and welcome to the first of our Drupal 7 custom theming series, where we're taking the TechByte theme from Matt Saunders MCP and converting it into a Drupal 7 theme. Now Matt has a couple of really great tutorial series on how it was designed in Photoshop, then converted into an HTML template, which we're running in the background here, in Dreamweaver. Great videos. I learned a lot about Photoshop. I'm a bit of a Photoshop novice, so it was great for me. And working with Matt, he's allowed us to convert this into a Drupal 7 theme. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do is, with your HTML template, is get it up and running so you can take a look at it, or if it's a PSD, a Photoshop file or something, to open it up and have a look at it. I'll generally start this way, just so I can work out how I'm going to set it up in Drupal. And what I'm really looking for here, what does it do? So I can see here on this, if I zoom in a little bit, we've got a slider, like a featured area on the PSD. Going back to the website, you'll see it here. So how am I going to create that? And there are a couple of ways. I can hard code this in to the template using any kind of JavaScript slider code that you can find around the net, but in this case I'm going to use views and view slideshow. We can create a really nice looking slideshow with that and theme that to our needs. So this first thing I'm going to be looking for is what elements are on this page that I'm going to need to take care of. So I'm looking at menus perhaps here. So we've got a home page. Obviously we've got an about, so I can use a standard page for that. We have a news, and I'm thinking the things like these latest news columns down here, perhaps displaying on a page a list of titles for the new for the latest news, and perhaps a little snippet from that article that we will go through. A forum and a contact. Again, those are modules within Drupal that we can turn on, so those two are reasonably easy to set up. So we've got those. We've got the slider. We've got an area here with some links, and I think in this project what I'll do is just produce these as a block. For those who are familiar with WordPress, it's kind of like a widget. So create a widget and we can just drop them in to our theme doing that. Now the latest news and the trending topics, I'm going to display them out like this using views. And for those who are unaware of what views is, it's a contributed module for Drupal, which gives you access to the database and to taking information out of the database for you to display. It's probably the easiest way to explain it. So I'll do that with both of these. Now looking at these, we've got a picture here of a certain size. Down here on the latest news, we've got another picture, different size, and again on the trending topics, a smaller picture. So I'm also thinking about setting up presets for our pictures. A good thing with Drupal is you can set up a preset for a picture, and if anyone uploads a picture, it will automatically resize it to those presets for you. So it looks like we're going to have to set up around about 3 presets, one for this featured section, one for the news, and one for the trending topics. Now I guess the next thing I'm looking for is, how is this page divided up? How are we going to lay this page out? And it's probably best if I add a layer onto this, okay, and just draw it out. So we've got a header here, something like this. So that's kind of going to be one region in our Drupal site. Now for those again who are familiar with WordPress or another CMS, a region in Drupal is really just an area where we can add content. So if we're producing widgets, in Drupal they're called blocks, and we can drop a block into a region. Okay. Then we're going to have a navigation area. So there's sort of 2 areas. Featured content is going to be a 3rd area. Now I could make